What is up, you guys? I'm Rhaisa Rabbit, and I'm finally making my first YouTube video. I can't believe it. I was on YouTube back in 2021, and I used to make juicing videos. I would make recipes, and then I eventually closed it down. That was 2021, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 5 years ago. I actually never thought I'd be back on YouTube. Shout out to the people who can sit and talk in front of the camera without the seamless cuts, because I think before I filmed this, I probably filmed like 10 videos, and just me just cringing and refilming over and over again. And I'm at the point where I'm just like, whatever comes out of this video is what's going to come out. It's so easy to make excuses, and every single time something happens or something that you want to have, that's something that you want to accomplish, you're not accomplishing it because you have all these external excuses as to why you can't complete it. And I realized that I myself made a house of excuses. So here I am filming my first video. It's not perfect. I'm literally putting a mountain of laundry away, and I was just like, you know what? I want to film. I want to get these videos pushed out. I have a lot of information that I want to share with people. I can't keep hiding behind these excuses. Not only that, I realized that I lived in the fear of starting something. So, you know, typically once you start something new, you have to upkeep it, and it requires energy. It requires your attention, and it sounds like a good idea. It seems like a good idea. But when you actually get down to starting it, it never actually happens. It doesn't matter how hard it is. You just don't do it. But you're like, yeah, I got this doing. I'm planning this. I'm planning that. Meanwhile, there's no action behind any of these ideas and plans that you want to pursue. I got the equipment. I got the lighting. I got every single thing that I would need to start filming these YouTube videos. But the excuses can still take over. And if you are also someone like me who lives in the fear of starting, just do it. Whether you get 3 views, 2 views, or 0, just post for your passion and post for the fun of it. And that's where I'm at right now. And I'm not going to keep letting my excuses take front and center and just have these great ideas and keep writing them down and make these long lists. And I'm like, yeah, I'm working towards it, but meanwhile, there's no action behind it. So I am signing up for a 10K. I've never done any sort of running long distance or anything like that. I ran track in college, so I know a little bit of something, but long distance training, no. It is in October, and I do like to plan ahead. I am going to take you guys along with me while I train for this 10K from now until October. But, there is something. I have what they call runner's itch. I would say it developed I first noticed it in college. Was it college? Yes. I don't know where it came from, because I ran track in high school, and I ran a lot after that too. But in college is when it really, really developed. I know some people have it where they actually get the allergic reaction, where they get the hives on their face and their legs and stuff, and they actually get the bumps. I don't have that. I just have the itchy legs where it just itches, but there's no physical reaction. I don't even know if mine is urticaria, I believe it's called. But I do know for mine, it is from the blood vessels opening up like quick. I have no idea. I have not done much research on it. I just know I have it, and it's pretty annoying. If you have that, follow along with me on this journey. I am going to show you guys how long it takes me to actually get rid of the itch. And the only way to get rid of it is for me, in my case, is to consistently keep running. So typically, I would be on the track, but my daughter is sick, so I'm going to go to the gym. So what I do beforehand is crazy. I did run last week, and the longest I ran for was 5 minutes before the itch started. Previously, it was 1 minute. It was 1 minute, and the itch took over. So I do the Zyrtec for my allergies, I do beet juice for circulation, and then I do the Lubriderm on my skin. I'll show you guys what it does. I'm actually excited to be back on YouTube. I started getting a little bit of imposter syndrome because people started finding me who I knew, and then people were recognizing me, and it just scared me. I don't know why. I guess when I was getting like 20 something views, 30 something views, I was okay with it. It's just like, oh, it's just a little bit of people, whatever. You know, my mom is commenting every time, being my hype man. So I was okay. I was comfortable. But I started really getting uncomfortable when people started finding me that I knew, and then people were recognizing me outside of YouTube in person. Blew me so way back. And it kind of I kind of ran myself off YouTube after that, and I shut that page down, and I have not been back since. Similar thing happened with Instagram. I had this sewing page, and people started finding me that I knew, and it kind of scared me. And then I had a couple videos go viral, and I know a lot of that stems from not only imposter syndrome, but the fear of being seen. We'll get into that. It's been a long time coming, and I always talk about, oh, I've always wanted a YouTube channel. I am so passionate about psychology and health psychology and nutrition and fitness. So I am late to the gym. It is time to go get this workout in before school pickup. So this is the cream I use, Asper cream with 2% lidocaine. If you see, it targets your nerves, and I found that this really helps if I put this on about 15 minutes before I run. Seriously can't be an empty gym. I have a whole mobility routine I'm going to show you guys in the next video. Today's my leg day, and I do prefer to run on leg days because I feel more warmed up versus back and arm day. I just started this routine about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and nobody warned me about how hard lateral step-ups are. Oh my gosh, but the burn is insane. This is my current Monday split, so I'm building up strength to be able to lift a little bit more heavier with these exercises, but since they are so new, for me, I want to perfect the form first. I don't have a timeline of when I change my routine, but when I notice that my body isn't responding to the exercise anymore, I will change it. And most times when I switch my routine up, I see the results quite fast, and then I'll stick with that split for a while, build up weight, and go from there. Now to start the run. If I think about it too much, I'll start itching beforehand. Like I mentioned before, I put the Asper cream on my legs. I have been drinking beet juice for circulation, and I want to start with a walk for 5 minutes on incline 2 just to get my legs warmed up and moving. So I did a little research about what runner's itch really is, and what I found was that as you run and your heart rate increases and your blood vessels open up, your capillaries expand as well. And this is all to increase blood flow to your muscles as you run. In turn, this stimulates your nerve, and when we run, histamine is released, which causes the intense itching. This is why doctors recommend to take some sort of allergy medicine. In my case, that doesn't always work. Consistency is the only thing that usually makes it go away completely. I started off with a low jog on speed 5, incline still on 2. For me, the most annoying thing is having the endurance to run, but I can't because of the itch. If you also have had runner's itch or you have runner's itch, let me know what you do to either control it or how to get rid of it. I started to feel the itch around 3.5 minutes in, but I wanted to push it to 5 because I ran 5 previously, and I want my body to get used to running some sort of distance. Now the distance might be less than half a mile, but we're gonna get there. Once I started feeling traveling up my legs, I stopped it at 10 minutes exactly. So that was 5 straight minutes of running. And next week, I want to push it to another minute or 2 if possible. I think it's crazy because some people are able to run through it, which is like, shout out to y'all because it's such an intense feeling. I also recently incorporated this ab workout into my routine. It is a killer. It really works my lower abs and also engages my inner ab. I definitely almost passed out. So for lunch, I had beans, rice, chicken breast, spinach, almonds, and tomatoes. Shout out to you if you made it this long. I will see y'all in the next video.